That's exactly what he did on the Hard Part 6. He rapped about this nigga's taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl, all in the fucking video plastered on the wall. I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga, and he's going for it.
When it comes to Kendrick winning, it's looking like right now there is a general consensus that Kendrick Lamar is winning this battle right now. All right. Now, I would have to agree. Because Drake had to go on the defense. Kendrick really did some things on the Not Like Us track and in real life that really affected Drake. So some real life shots and some lyrical and music shots on that one. I mean, Kendrick took this last round by a landslide, but in my opinion, it's not over yet. We're just at halftime. Drake, Academics, who's very close to Drake, has insinuated so many times that this isn't over and there's more music to be dropped. And even Kendrick himself said, hey, if you want to go, we can go. I'm cool with it. So I wanted to get a little more insight and let you guys hear some opinions of people on both sides. We're going to talk about some of the points that they make, see if they're valid. And I want to see what y'all think in the comments too. Here we go. So this is Rory and Mal going off about this whole situation in this last round with Drake versus Kendrick when it comes to the Hard Part 6 and Not Like Us. Y'all check this out.
That's exactly what he did on the Hard Part 6. He rapped about this nigga's taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl, all in the fucking video plastered on the wall. I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga, and he's going for it. I'm the most lit nigga in the game. Y'all mad, and there's no skeletons in my closet. I'm not no fucking pedophile. Stop it. That's the only thing y'all niggas know that could fucking end my run is me being, and it doesn't exist. Stop the bullshit. But you, Mr. Lamar, you hit your girl because she's bigger than you.
That's
you
wild,
put your hands
man.
on your girls. You've been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York. She's not. Let's talk real shit. All this 11-year-old daughter shit y'all talking about.
Yeah.
And because he released it right after the Family Matters. It's a better record. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
We didn't say it was a better record. We said Family Matters is probably the best song in this whole shit.
It ain't no probably, nigga. It's the best record that's released in this entire beef.
All right. Family Matters is the best record that's been released in the beef. Let's start with that point and then we'll go through the rest of it. Family Matters is the best song. Nah, I'm not gonna rock with
Stop the cap.
I'm not gonna rock with that. If you take some of the things we talked about in other videos and in the past, Not Like Us, it's just, man, the whole structure of the song, the listenability, the repeatability, it's all there. The only thing I don't like is the use of the word, pedo. It's not going to age well. Kids in 10 years aren't going to want to be out there screaming and singing that word. Now, in defense of Not Like Us, most people don't listen to full songs like that anyway. You got the TikTok age where you're just going to clip the most popular part of the song. They not like us. They not like us. So I don't think that is going to have that big of an impact. I just think overall it's not going to age as great. But right now, you got to go with, I think it would have to be Not Like Us for me, Push-Ups, and then personal favorites would be probably 616 in LA, just because from a lyrical standpoint, I think that was the biggest hit from Kendrick. And then number 4, I would probably go Family Matters. But yeah, Kendrick's got him on that one. Come on now. All right, so shout out to Kendrick. But there's a couple other things I want to address here too that I thought were just wild.
That's exactly what he did on the Hard Part 6. He rapped about this nigga's taking his fake information. I told y'all this on Family Matters when I said, you digging for dirt, you should be digging for proof. I got pictures of the fucking little girl, all in the fucking video plastered on the wall.
Now, this is a great point. Drake does not get enough credit for this counter, is what we'll call it if we're going to use boxing terms, for this counter, because Kendrick's saying, oh yeah, you got a daughter, talked about it on Meet the Grams, wrote a whole letter to her. And then Drake is basically saying, I fed you all that fake information. That, in my opinion, was an absolutely amazing counter by Drake, but it gets lost because Drake at the end is going on defense. So again, if we're using boxing, if you make a couple good jabs, you maybe land 2 or 3, and then you're doing this the whole time, the whole rest of the round, it's not going to be a good look. You're not going to get as many points for playing defense. So I think that's why this was lost. And man, Drake could have had the upper hand if he had just doubled down on, you're an idiot. I fed you all this information. Your whole case is built on lies. You're a liar. No one should believe what you're saying because you don't even have great sources. So I'm not even going to address this other stuff. And he just should have stopped with, I've never been with someone who's this, right? And then that would have hit so much harder. But he didn't, and this is where we're at right now. All right.
I'm fucking playing with this dumb nigga, and he's going for it. I'm the most lit nigga in the game. Y'all mad, and there's no
shout
skeletons in my closet. I'm not no fucking pedophile. Stop it. That's the only thing y'all niggas know that could fucking end my run is me being, and it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and he's saying it exactly how Drake should have said it. And instead, he went on this long thing explaining himself, and it just ruined the whole entire counter that he made. Because you can still defend yourself by keeping it succinct, short, sweet, to the point.
Stop the bullshit. But you, Mr. Lamar, you hit your girl because she's bigger than you. You put your hands on your girls. You've been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York. She's not.
Yo, that not married yet line. Yo, that was crazy. That was crazy. That whole y'all been together, he's not even marrying you, is wild. That's
real
crazy.
Shit. All this 11-year-old daughter shit y'all talking about, and because he released it right after the Family Matters. It's a better record. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
We didn't say it was a better record. We said Family Matters is probably the best song in this whole shit.
It ain't no probably.
Yeah, I mean, Mal needs to go ahead and write for Drake because the way he said it was absolutely perfect and what Drake should have done. But if you go back and look at the lyrics, I pointed it out to y'all. There was a point where Drake should have just cut it off and not say, "Oh, I've never even looked twice at a teenager and I'm too famous to be in jail. And if I had done this, I would have been in jail already." It's like, man, just chill, man. Just say you didn't do it and keep it moving. Double down, keep taking shots. This is all about shots back and forth. It's not about, is this true? Is this not true? It's about how many shots can I take? And Drake just gave up so much leverage he had by not doubling down on, I fed you the story. Why aren't you marrying your girl? Why'd you beat her? You gonna talk about that? You don't care? Why haven't you seen your kid in 6 months? There's so much ammo he could have used instead of spending all this time focusing on defense. So it's unfortunate for him because that was a huge blow this round, especially considering the success of Not Like Us. So I want to play another video for y'all. This is Joe Budden. Hopefully they give me the grace. Fair use. Joe Budden, do not copyright this video. Fair use. He's on this podcast talking about this whole situation, this last round specifically between Not Like Us and The Heart Part 2. And as much as I hate to say it, Joe has some good takes, but y'all check it out. See for yourself. Let me know what you think.
The most important line in this battle starts to come true, which is, it's not just me. I'm what the culture is feeling. Mm-hmm. When you pair that to the weirdo chart activity, when you pair that to, yo dog, when Not Like That dropped, I learned that Mustard had a problem with Drake.
Mm-hmm. True. Not Like Us.
I mean, Not Like Us, yeah. I'm sorry. I start scratching my fucking head. Nigga, you got a beef with Mustard?
Arrogance, man.
Coin. It's like not just a side coin.
It's the
I'm
culture.
saying that one person has offended about 100 people in the music industry, and you can hear it every step of the way in this battle. It comes up. Mm-hmm. Every step in the battle, right. He say something else that remind me, oh shit, and you got a beef with, oh shit, John Morant, nigga, you got a beef with, oh shit, you got a beef with.
It can't be everybody else.
Lonely at the top. Jack started tweeting. Jack!
Yeah. Okay.
From Twitter. Start tweeting. It's weird. I'm like, hey, why the fuck is he?
And then when they
Yo, Joe needs to chill, man. Check your blood pressure or something. Relax. Relax. Anyway, he's making some good points though. I said this from the beginning since day one when this started. I said, y'all, this is not going to be a battle of who's the greatest. It's the culture versus the industry. Drake symbolizes the industry, which is at its core everything that hip hop culture hates and goes against. They're going against the machine. Drake right now is the machine. He has the machine behind him. And this is why everybody, whether they have a problem or not, whether you want to dig through their history and point out, oh, there's this and oh, there's this. There's 20, 30, 50, 100 guys on the hip hop culture side, on Kendrick's side, that have done each other dirty. All right, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. If we were to go and dig and look back, Future did something dirty to such and such's gay girl. The Weeknd was in the studio and got a beat that such and such wanted. This is just the nature of the game. But because Drake just symbolizes the power of the machine and what the machine can do, and he's clearly been the chosen one with getting the largest deal an artist have ever signed in history from Universal Music Group. I mean, there was no winning for Drake, and everybody who's not a part of that, they have no other course but to turn against him, because he symbolizes everything that they hate.
They start connecting a dot with that. It's not weird no more.
Ice. I don't care what
Jack
you
Dorsey?
niggas say.
Yes, Jack Dorsey.
I don't
Yeah.
care
I'm
what
sorry, I
y'all
missed that.
say on some fanfare shit. If we were in real life and this existed with somebody,
yeah, you're the problem.
how would we treat that
No,
person?
100%. You are the problem. You are the common denominator in all this shit.
What I'm saying is that could be true.
I disagree 100%. 1000%. The kid that got good grades and showed up to class on time in school and turned in their paper on time, instead of going outside to play when they got home, they did their homework, they got straight A's, they never missed a class, they did the extra credit work. When the teacher forgot to hand out homework, they were the kid that was like, hey, can I get the homework? And they did the work. They did what they needed to do to get to that point. What did everybody call them? They didn't say, hey, Timmy, wow, amazing work, Timmy. You really did it. You did what you had to do to get to the top. Nope. They called him a teacher's pet. They said, you're a sucker. They said, you're a brown noser. They said, oh, well, you're only doing this because it's such and such. And this is where I completely disagree with them on this point. Let's rewind it one more time.
Ice. I don't care what
Jack
you
Dorsey?
niggas say.
Yes, Jack Dorsey.
I don't
Yeah.
care
I'm sorry,
what
I
y'all
missed that.
say on some fanfare shit. If we were in real life and this existed with somebody,
Yeah, you're the problem.
how would we treat that
No,
person?
100%. You are the problem. You are the common denominator.
Yeah, I disagree with that, because even with y'all think about some of the people you work with, right? And now I'm not taking away accountability from Drake. I'm not saying that, oh, Drake didn't do anything wrong and he never hurt anybody. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because Drake is where he's at, this is why he's looked at this way by the industry. It's not because he's the problem, which I guess you could say, yeah, he's the problem, but it's because it's where he's at. If Drake were still doing features and he was on Future's level, to where he's just the feature guy, he's featured on this album, he's featured on this project, feature, nobody would care. But it's because Drake is here, they're like, oh no, nope, we're not gonna let you do that, man. So then you can take all these little things that happen throughout Drake's career, which, let's be honest, this is the kind of stuff that normally happens, especially in these type of relationships. And y'all even have seen some of the hypocrisy with Metro Boomin pointing out things about Drake that you could say are true about other artists that he works with. Hell, Kendrick Lamar is attacking Drake for being a bad dad when the track that he but the track that he kicked off this beef with is on an album with a guy who is a known and professional womanizer who has kids with multiple women. So, y'all want to talk about hypocrisy? I'm fine with that. I'm cool with talking about the hypocrisy, but you got to have it on both sides. You can swap out Drake for anybody else, and this situation is going to go the same way because Drake is where he is in his career. And you could bring up all the different things that he did dirty, all the moves that he made that people can look at and be like, oh, that's not right. Oh, he took this beat from Diddy and they got in the fight. There's guys that have been shot over this stuff. We're not talking about that because they're not Drake.
And all the shit.
What I'm saying is that could be true. That person don't necessarily got to give a fuck about that though. I'm up here at the top by myself. Fuck all y'all.
But Ice, that
Oh
speaks
no,
back
oh
to
no,
that.
no, no. That's why
say.
I don't care about what you niggas think about, not you niggas, but just about the fans' opinion about a beef. The industry is sending a clear-cut message.
Wrong.
Stop the cap.
Not the industry. Not the industry, the culture. The industry just signed Drake. The industry just signed Drake to the biggest contract in hip hop history, Joe Budden. So you're wrong about that. It's not the industry. The industry loved Drake. The industry is investing $400 million into Drake because the industry is going to make $1.5 billion off of Drake. All right. Again, I just hate to keep re-saying it. This is not the industry. You're talking about hip hop culture. There's a big difference.
Is sending a clear-cut message that you have won out your welcome.
Oh yeah, yes.
This is not a Kendrick just West Coast thing. That's what I'm saying.
And he is the right person to deliver that message for us.
Yeah,
because
Kendrick.
of who he is.
They just went and tapped somebody on the shoulder like Big Dog.
Go right
Help.
there. Yeah,
Help.
I agree with
Metro is on Twitter saying, hey, Drake, you know that I can't say whatever our real problem is because both of us are going to look crazy. That means that he's told somebody whatever that real problem is and it look crazy. This is not just coincidentally we are all mad at Drake's success and we are acting out. This is bigger than that is all I'm saying. So for him to not recognize it, I agree with him on it. It just boils down to the arrogance, I think.
I'm agreeing. It is arrogant.
It says something that nobody outside of Birdman is saying something in support of Drake. It's not up for question. I'm telling I'm telling y'all something.
Yeah, and again, I get what Joe is saying, but the reason they're not saying anything is because they're the Kendrick Lamars. They are hip hop culture. Drake, he made a decision at some point. He said, I'm never going to be the hip hop culture guy. So let me be the industry guy. I'm going to ride this thing all the way to the top. And when it comes to hip hop culture, one of the things is if you achieve a certain level of success, call it toxic, call it whatever you want to. Hip hop culture is going to look at you funny if you make it to a certain level, right? And there's going to be a bigger amount of people watching what you're doing. Look at Jay-Z. Look at Ye. Look at Drake even. So again, the reason nobody's speaking out against them because Drake is the villain right now. Nobody wants to side. Who wants to side with the villain? I don't see how anybody could speak out against this. And again, if you were to put someone else in this situation and they were to be at this point, you'd have the majority of people who are down at a certain level going at that person as well.
I'm not disagreeing.
I'm telling y'all factual music business shit. It's no longer just odd. It's by design.
It's either silence or
It's
with this nigga over here. Those are the two options at this point. Either they're being completely silent, and not saying a word. Because it's a lot of motherfuckers who ain't said nothing.
Yeah, because they want those Drake features. 21 Savage. 21 Savage is out here on tour like, hey. 21 Savage is like, hey, Drake, call me. Call me when this is over. All right, let's get another collab in. You know who hasn't been mentioned in this, who the biggest loser I think is in this whole situation? Who hasn't been brought up? Rest in peace to his career, man. DJ Khaled. Man. DJ Khaled. What is DJ Khaled gonna do? I know nobody. Y'all are saying what? DJ Khaled. We're talking about DJ Khaled right now. Man, this is gonna be a tough run for my guy DJ Khaled. Man, I don't know how that next album's gonna look, but we gotta bless up for DJ Khaled. All right, shout out to him. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is Joe Budden right? Is this just the industry is trying to send a message? Or is Drake the villain right now? No one wants to side with him, and it's more of a benefit from a hip hop culture standpoint for other artists to take sides. Y'all let me know what you think.